Hello there. Coming up on The Business. Friendly fire over super. The Liberal backlash over tinkering with retirement incomes. And from mining boom to budget bust, Western Australia struggling with debt and deficit. Last week, Treasurer Scott Morrison said the budget changes to superannuation for the wealthy were about fairness. Now, just days into the election campaign, there are cries of foul from the Coalition's own constituency. Conservative think tank the Institute of Public Affairs says voter anger is white hot. The IPA says the latest round of super tinkering is retrospective and unfair. Now it's threatening to run an advertising campaign like the one that saw the mining tax dumped. Andrew Robertson reports.
Tonight we also announced changes to better target superannuation tax concessions.
But now the government is the target, from wealthy members of the Liberal heartland who haven't taken kindly to the termination of the open-ended public bankrolling of their retirements.
The anger of people in the community is white hot. We've had literally hundreds of phone calls and emails just in the last week, and we understand politicians and candidates, certainly from the government, are under pressure as well.
The Institute of Public Affairs is normally a staunch ally of the Coalition, but is threatening an anti-government mining tax-style advertising campaign in protest. What's rattled its cage is that it believes the proposed lifetime limit on after-tax contributions to super of $500,000, along with the $1.6 million cap on pension accounts, are retrospective and therefore unfair.
If you introduce a law in 2016 that takes into account payments that were made way back to 2007, it is clearly retrospective.
Not so, says Finance Minister Matthias Cormann, who rejects any suggestion the budget superannuation changes are retrospective.
We're not taxing past earnings. We're not taxing the capital. What we're saying is you can, as of 1 July 2017, there is a limit to how much capital you can put into your retirement income account, where the earnings from that capital attract 0% income tax.
Senator Cormann says even the 2007 start date for the after-tax super contributions is not retrospective.
If you contributed $200,000 in non-concessional contributions in the past, then from budget night onward, you are able to contribute another $300,000. If you've contributed $800,000 in the past, that money is in and there is no change.
According to the Association of Superannuation Funds of Australia, about 110,000 people will be affected by the $1.6 million cap on pension fund balances. And for someone who has $1.6 million at an annual return of 5%, their fund will pay $100,000 a year for 30 years, tax-free.
The superannuation system is the primary saving vehicle for Australia. It will continue to be a very good vehicle for people to be able to save from a tax concession point of view.
As head of a body representing self-funded retirees, Andrea Slattery says she would have preferred the superannuation system to stay as it is. She says some of her members will now be looking outside the super system to invest their money.
I think property or negative gearing or other assets like equities, all of those areas will actually be opportunities for people to consider in their future arrangements.
Probably the group most affected by the budget superannuation changes is people who are close to retirement, who may be looking to top up their super in the last few years of work to make up for a lack of saving earlier in life.
They're the ones that have paid off the mortgage, they're the ones that have put the kids through school, and they've now got some available cash. And all the rules which we've known for many years have all of a sudden changed with effect budget night.
Seriously wealthy people will be okay under any system, though. The message from the budget for the rest of us is to start planning for retirement now.